This video is about my DJI Neo, which arrived yesterday. Let's have a look what we get in the box. I bought the DJI Neo with the combo pack, so that's got the controller as well as the drone. And first open on the box, we've got the charger, which is got a couple of spare batteries in there now, and the actual drone itself is here. The first thing that really strikes me when I pull the drone out is how small it is. It's 135 grams. Now if I have a look at a comparison, this is the actual Tello drone, which was manufactured by Ryko but sold by DJI. DJI put most of the money into this, and you can see the actual Tello is bigger than the Neo. This is 85 grams if I remember rightly, and if I compare it to the size of the Mini 3, again you can get an example of the scale of the two drones. So the Mini 3, Mini 4 Pro about the same size. Here's it compared to the Neo, but this is 249 grams, this is 135 grams. And then the final item is the controller, which is coming out of here, which is, I think it's the if I remember rightly, the RC3 that they put out now. Now this controller, as you can see here, the RC3 is OcuSync 4. That's the operating system that it runs under. If I compare it to the Mini 2 and the Mini 3 basic controller, which is this one here, they look near enough exactly the same. However, this controller is not compatible with this drone. So if you've got a Mini 2 or a Mini 3 and you think the original RC1 controller is compatible, it isn't. The same for the controller with the screen involved. So this is the RC controller for my Mini 3. It is not compatible, definitely not compatible with the DJI Neo. The controller from my Mini 4 Pro, which I'll show you now from another video, is compatible, but the way you can tell it has two aerials on the top. This has got no aerials on the top with the screen, but the controller with the screen and the two aerials on the top is compatible with this, because the Mini 4 runs under the operating system OcuSync 4, which is the same as this. Now, getting on to the other 4 or 5 points that I would make is that this has a 12 megapixel camera. The gimbal is a single axis gimbal, and there is no SD card in here. The memory is internal, it's 22 gig I think, if I remember rightly, but you cannot record to an external SD card that you can take out. It doesn't have one. It doesn't take still images in RAW format or DNG format. It's only in JPEG format. But it has a 4K camera from video point of view. The maximum speed that DJI recommend flying the drone outside is in 18-mile-an-hour winds. I think that's the maximum, 17.92 I think they say, but that's the maximum speed, is 18 miles an hour. We'll see how much this buffers around. The flight time that they talk about is 18 minutes. It's going to be realistically less than that. As soon as you get this out into any form of wind, it's less than that. It's probably going to be down at 13-14 minutes flight time. The conditions that they talked about is indoors with no wind at 18 minutes flight time. When you charge the batteries, which I'll show you in a minute, the batteries charge in series rather than parallel, and they take a long time to charge. So that's one of the downsides of that as well. But it also, you can buy it without this controller. The price without the controller is £169 in the UK, probably $169 in the US, because it's working just on your control with your hand gestures, or your voice gestures. You can use your phone with an app with virtual sticks with this, with no controller. The restrictions on that are a maximum height of 30 meters and a maximum distance of 50 meters, because you're linking to your phone with Wi-Fi. That's why the distance is a maximum of 50 meters. It won't go any further away. And when you're flying with those virtual sticks on your phone, the problem with that is it's very, very robotic with the movement. You'll see a really jumpy, chunky type of movement on the actual drone. I hope that gives you a brief breakdown of what you actually get for your money. I'm going to do a couple more videos about flying the drone outside. Let's move on to the next videos about the Neo.